Imagine this, a bustling supermarket, shelves lined with every imaginable treat and necessity. And amidst this everyday scene, an act of kindness unfolds that's about to turn one young woman's life upside down. In a world where good deeds often go unnoticed, this tale begs the question: can a simple act of kindness truly change your life, or will it cost you everything? A day like any other, in the bustling corridors of Matud Supermarket, where the hum of fluorescent lights and the soft murmur of shoppers create a familiar backdrop. Here we find Sophia, a dedicated employee whose mind often wanders to dreams far beyond the confines of the supermarket aisle she diligently restocks. Her aspirations, full of hope and ambition, involve culinary adventures and the dream of one day opening her own cozy café, a haven for those who appreciate the fine art of gastronomy as much as she does. If amidst this daydreaming and the routine task of organizing shelves, that Sophia's attention is captured by a sight not uncommon yet deeply compelling. A senior citizen, Mr. Anderson, navigating the maze of the supermarket with a furrowed brow, his hands clutching a grocery list that seems more like a cryptic puzzle than a simple shopping guide. Sophia, with a heart as wide as her dreams, doesn't hesitate for a moment. She approaches Mr. Anderson with a warmth and willingness to assist that's as natural as her breathing. Unknown to Sophia, this decision to extend a helping hand to someone in need marks the beginning of an extraordinary shift in her life's trajectory. For Mr. Anderson was no ordinary customer. He harbors a secret that posed to unravel Sophia's reality in ways she could scarcely have imagined. This seemingly mundane encounter is about to transform into a pivotal moment, laden with implications and revelations that would feel right at home in the climactic scenes of a gripping novel. Driven by an innate sense of compassion, Sophia's gesture of kindness towards Mr. Anderson becomes the catalyst for a series of events that unfold with the unexpected twists and turns of a meticulously crafted narrative. What starts as a simple act of helping an elderly man with his groceries soon escalates into a journey of discovery, challenge, and ultimately transformation. The supermarket, a place that once represented the mundanity of Sophia's daily routine, becomes the stage for a story so beautifully illustrated how the most ordinary moments can evolve into extraordinary chapters of our lives. So as we prepare to dive in deeper to this tale, let's remember that life, much like the aisles of Matud Supermarket, is filled with hidden surprises and unforeseen turns. Sophia's story is a testament to the power of kindness and the unpredictable ways in which our lives can change when we open our hearts to others. It's a narrative that promises to take us on a journey where compassion leads to unexpected consequences, turning an ordinary day at the supermarket into an unforgettable saga of human connection and destiny's mysterious workings. Sophia's story begins in the bustling aisles of Matud Supermarket, where she dedicated her work as a stock clerk. With dreams larger than the confines of her current job, Sophia isn't just any employee. She's a young woman fueled by ambition and a clear vision for her future. Her goal? To gather enough funds to pursue a gastronomy course and eventually open a cozy cafe, serving the best cakes in town to her future patrons. It's during one of her regular shifts amidst the routine task of restocking rice that Sophia encounters Mr. Anderson. This elderly gentleman with his white hair and eyes reflecting years of wisdom, yet tinged with confusion, is visibly struggling to navigate the supermarket, clutching a crumbled piece of paper with a list of items he can't seem to locate. Mr. Anderson represents a break from the monotony of Sophia's day and a chance to act on her inherent kindness. In a world that often prioritizes efficiency over empathy, Sophia sees not an interruption but an opportunity to help. Her decision to approach Mr. Anderson, offering her assistance with a warm smile, sets the stage for a story that unfolds into much more than just a simple act of helping someone find groceries. It's a moment that encapsulates Sophia's character, hardworking, determined, and above all compassionate, traits that will soon lead her down an unexpected path. In the bustling heart of Matud Supermarket, a place alive with the hustle of daily commerce and aisles overflowing with a myriad of products, a moment of pure human connection unfolded, quietly but powerfully altering the destinies of two individuals. Sophia, a dedicated stock clerk whose dreams soared far beyond the confines of the supermarket aisles she meticulously organized, found herself in a precarious situation that would challenge the very essence of her daily routine. On this particular day, as she was restocking rice, her attention was captured by the sight of an elderly gentleman, Mr. Anderson, navigating the supermarket's vast array with a look of confusion and overwhelm. Despite the looming pressure of her own life, including her ambitious dreams, Sophia felt a compelling urge to assist Mr. Anderson. This wasn't just about helping someone find a grocery item, it was an act of kindness that transcended her job's expectations, showcasing her innate compassion and willingness to extend her hand to someone in need. Their interaction, characterized by genuine care and a deep sense of empathy from Sophia, became a beacon of light in Mr. Anderson's otherwise daunting day. However, this beacon of light was soon overshadowed by the arrival of Albert, Sophia's supervisor, who witnessed the exchange with a critical eye. Albert, anchored firmly to a rigid interpretation of job roles, and seemingly oblivious to the value of human connection, saw not a commendable act of kindness but a deviation from protocol. With perspective coldly fixated on duties and responsibilities, Albert confronted Sophia in a moment brimming with tension and accusation. He charged her with neglecting her primary duties for a gesture he deemed extraneous, ultimately decreeing her compassionate act as a violation worthy of immediate dismissal. Albert's decision, steeped in a lack of empathy and a strict adherence to workplace rules, underscored a critical juncture in the story. It juxtaposed the warmth of human kindness against the sterile, often unyielding environment of workplace expectations, setting the stage for a series of events that would not only question the established dynamics of their workplace, but also highlight the profound impact of empathy and understanding in transforming lives. This pivotal moment where Sophia's simple act of kindness met with an unjust consequence would soon unravel to reveal the unexpected depths of character, challenge preconceived notions of authority, and ultimately forge a new path forward for everyone involved. In a twist that felt like it was straight out of a movie, Sophia's roller coaster of a day took an unexpected turn that would forever change the course of her life. Picture this. There she was, Sophia, standing amidst the aisle of Matud Supermarket, her spirit crushed under the weight of her recent unjust dismissal. She had been fired, ousted for the very act of kindness that defined her character, left to ponder her future prospects with a heart heavy with uncertainty and disbelief. Into this scene of despair stepped Mr. Anderson, the elderly gentleman whose simple request for help had sparked the entire debacle. But Mr. Anderson was about to reveal a secret that would upend everything Sophia thought she knew about her situation and the world around her. With a calmness that belied the bombshell he was about to drop, Mr. Anderson disclosed that he was no mere shopper lost amongst the grocery aisles. He was in fact the owner of the entire Matud Supermarket chain. Yes, the very same chain that he had moments before seemed to turn its back on Sophia without a second thought. The revelation was staggering, a plot twist that would have seemed too fantastical were it not unfolding in real life before Sophia's eyes. Mr. Anderson, a supposed ordinary customer in need of assistance, held within him the power to alter her destiny within the very establishment that had discarded her. This moment was more than just a shocking turn of events. It was a seismic shift in the power dynamics that had defined Sophia's existence up until that point. The man who had seemed so vulnerable, who Sophia had helped without a moment's hesitation, now stood before her as the architect of her fate, wielding the authority to redefine her future at the supermarket. But Mr. Anderson's intentions went far beyond merely addressing the injustice that had been done to Sophia. His intervention was a deliberate and profound statement about the core values he envisioned for his business empire. He sought to underscore that compassion, empathy, and humanity were not just empty words but pivotal pillars upon which he wanted his supermarket chain to stand. The implications of Mr. Anderson's bold move were far-reaching. It granted Sophia not merely a second chance, but a vindication of her inherent goodness, casting her in a light of moral integrity that no wrongful dismissal could dim. More importantly, Mr. Anderson's actions broadcasted a powerful message to the entire staff at Matud Supermarket and beyond. In a business landscape often dominated by cutthroat practices and a relentless pursuit of profit, Mr. Anderson chose to champion kindness and human connection, to stand as a beacon of hope. It was a clarion call for radical reevaluation of workplace values, advocating for an environment where empathy is not viewed as a weakness but as a cornerstone of leadership and organizational culture. Mr. Anderson's decision to rectify the wrong done to Sophia was not merely an act of individual justice. It was a transformative moment that sought to establish a new paradigm for how business could be conducted with heart. It was about weaving a fabric of compassion into the very DNA of the supermarket chain, setting a precedent that would inspire not just those within the Matud Supermarket, but any who heard Sophia's remarkable story. In the end, Mr. Anderson's revelation and subsequent actions were a testament to the enduring power of kindness and the profound impact it can have on individuals, communities, and even the principles of business leadership. After Sophia was unfairly fired, the ripple effect of that decision didn't just linger in the air. They sparked a wave of change, thanks to Mr. Anderson stepping in. Imagine the scene. Mr. Anderson, the unsuspecting supermarket chain owner, turns the tables by not only addressing the injustice, but also flipping the script on what leadership in the workplace looks like. He wasn't about to let Sophia's kindness go unrecognized or unrewarded. So what does he do? He reinstates her, but he doesn't stop there. Sophia doesn't just get her old job back, she's promoted to a manager. Talk about a comeback story. This move wasn't just a win for Sophia, it sent a powerful message throughout the supermarket chain and the community. It highlighted the value of compassion, the importance of standing up for what's right, and the undeniable impact of taking care of each other. For Sophia, this turn of events was life-changing. Not only did she secure a better position at work, but this whole saga propelled her closer to her dreams faster than she could have ever imagined. She went from facing the uncertainty of unemployment to managing her own team, all while pursuing her gastronomy course with renewed vigor. Community's response, overwhelming support for Sophia, and a newfound respect for Mr. Anderson's leadership. Sophia's story became a testament to the idea that sometimes the most unexpected challenges lead to the most rewarding outcomes. And as for her aspirations of opening a cozy cafe, let's just say that her determination and the support she's garnered, she's well on her way to making that dream a reality. Alright, let's dive into the juicy part of this tale, the ethical dilemmas and the whole shebang about workplace dynamics. So here's the scoop. Sophia's story puts a big, bright spotlight on the tug-of-war between sticking to your job responsibilities and being, well, a decent human being. It's like, on one hand, you've got your duties, the stuff you're supposed to do because, hey, that's what pays the bills. But on the other hand, there's this thing called compassion, where you see someone in a bind and you just want to help out, job rules or not. It's a real head-scratcher, right? Then there's the whole power play in the mix. You've got Albert, the supervisor, wielding his authority like a hammer, ready to nail anyone stepping out of line, even if they're doing something kind. It's like, where's the empathy, dude? But then enters Mr. Anderson, the big boss, who flips the script by showing the power of authority can also be about understanding, kindness, and yeah, fixing what's broken. It's a real eye-opener about what leadership can look like when it's done right. This whole saga isn't just a roller coaster of right and wrong. It's a masterclass in how the vibes you set as a boss, whether you're all about the rules or you lead with a little heart, can totally shape the soul of the workplace. It's about finding that sweet spot where you can do your job without turning a cold shoulder to the human touch. And let me tell you, that's the kind of workplace drama that gets people talking, learning, and maybe even changing the way they think about clocking in every day. A single act of kindness, like Sophia lending a hand to Mr. Anderson in the supermarket, might seem small in the moment, but boy, can it snowball into something huge. It's kind of like tossing a pebble into a pond and watching the ripples spread out far and wide. For Sophia, helping out wasn't about expecting anything in return, it was just the right thing to do. But as fate would have it, that one good deed set off a chain reaction that transformed her life in ways she never saw coming. And Mr. Anderson, he got more than just help with his groceries. He found someone who restored his faith in the goodness of people, that the beauty of kindness, it's a gift that keeps on giving, often coming back to you when you least expect it. Now let's not forget about the power of community support and networking. When people in a community lift each other up, share opportunities, and offer a helping hand without a second thought, it creates a vibe that's hard to beat. It's like having a safety net made of trust and goodwill. You never know how the connections you make, the kindness you show, or the support you can offer opens doors, not just for you, but for others as well. And the best part, these acts of kindness and moments of support often lead to unexpected benefits. Maybe it's a new job opportunity, a lifelong friendship, or even just a warm, fuzzy feeling of making someone's day a bit brighter. So yeah, never underestimate the impact of a kind gesture or the strength that comes from a community standing together. In a world that can sometimes feel a bit too cold and disconnected, these moments of compassion and connection remind us of what's really important. They show us that at the end of the day, it's kindness, support, and connection we forge with others that truly makes a difference. And who knows, the next time you lend a hand or offer a word of support, you might just be starting a ripple effect that changes everything. Wrapping up Sophia's story, there's a lot we can take away from her journey, isn't there? First off, kindness is like a boomerang. Throw it out into the world and it's bound to come back to you, sometimes in ways you'd never expect. Sophia's simple act of helping Mr. Anderson wasn't just about groceries, it was a testament, a statement to the power of doing good. It's not always an easy path, sure, but Sophia's story shows us it's worth it. Standing up for kindness and compassion can shake things up, challenge the status quo, and lead to the real positive change. But perhaps the most magical takeaway is how life has a funny way of rewarding generosity. Just when Sophia thought she lost everything, her world flipped upside down, all because she chose to be kind. It's a reminder that the universe has a knack for balancing the scales, often rewarding those who put goodness out there. So, what's the call to action here? Simple. Let's sprinkle a little bit more kindness into our daily grind. Whether it's lending a helping hand, offering a listening ear, or just being there for someone, every act of kindness has the potential to spark change. Imagine the ripple effect if we all just did one good deed a day. So, go on, be like Sophia, embrace compassion, stand up for what's right, and watch as the world transforms around you. Who knows? The next story of unexpected rewards and life-changing kindness could be yours. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for tuning in.